So Jondar has um, been looking for Captain Ball, and he's found him in a corridor. Jondar has left the um, meal uh, that the Leaf had presented. Um, he's been able to track down quite easily Captain Ball because he can hear his grunts and groans as he walks with his staff moving through the corridors. Jondar has thought quite a bit about his rune, and he wants to talk to Captain Ball about his rune. He has stopped Captain Ball once he gets up to him, and Captain Ball turns to Jondar and goes, "Oh, hello. How have you felt since you've been awake?"
Well, first, well met, Captain Ball. Or do you prefer Harry? I don't understand because neither of your forms had hair.
It says, "You just can't see the hair." And he winks and he sort of gives a funny little laugh.
I've been vexed. The time that I've spent in meditation since I've been out, I've uncovered a few powers that I didn't have before. And yes.
Oh, and like Captain Ball looks very interested. He says, "Oh, do tell. Hey, do you happen to remember the world in your rune? Many of them here have had a difficult time remembering anything about their runescape that they made." It's like
I do not, but that is one of the reasons why I've come to you. I was looking for a little assurance that if for any reason we were unable to escape the rune, are you able to pull us out, or is there a link that I can attach to you?
It's like, oh no. It's like, oh no. I can pull you out. I've made them, so I've made sure that there's a door that I can activate to pull you out of your world. It's like that's how I got you out the first time. After all, I do have to ask, how are you feeling? Have you been feeling okay since you've been out? I know it's not been long, but I just want to make sure that you're all right.
Well, it's been more confusing than anything. I really haven't done much, but when I meditate, and it's like having waking dreams. I am envisioning things and hearing things. You know, I understand that I was able to speak telepathically to people, but now I look over to the left or right of me to see if there's anything there, and do mage hand, and I'm like, now I can, and I pull it to me, a ball or whatever's there, I can do this. And I can also, when I like squeeze my eyelids closed and shake my head like, and force push him back 10 feet. And I can do that. And it's been very confusing.
He's like, well, you apparently had great strides in your time inside your room. As I've tried to tell others, and I'm going to tell more, I believe, is that time works differently inside the room. That's why we put it in there. To you, it should have only been 2 or 3 weeks, unless something had changed. While it was 20 years outside, like you did age and you did progress inside of there. I couldn't stop that. Just time moves differently. So whatever you're experiencing, you must have grown inside of your room.
That's very interesting. I've been thinking more and more about an encounter I had in a dreamscape. And it is a dreamscape in which we are attempting to enter the reality of. And I wanted to try to explore it. I think maybe if I go back into the room and meditate again, I may have a breakthrough.
Okay. Well, I cannot tell you what you have created in your room. So, but I can give you some advice when you go in. So the rune is empty, but you feel it. You feel it with your essence, and you feel it with your thoughts, your hopes, your fears, and it creates a world for you. So it's made of your soul. It's the easiest way I can put it. It's like I have nothing to do with it. That's why it's so dangerous to have someone in your room with you, because it fractures it. It's designed for you, and it bleeds over and in, and the connections start to overlap. It was a long time ago, but do you remember how everything sort of cascaded in the possibilities?
Yes.
It's like, well, over time I I perfected the runes so that way it didn't cascade, but instead it sort of bleeds into one or the other soul. So instead of fracturing off, it bleeds, and depending on how it is, and the soul itself, it could overwrite or break, or even possibly drive the rune mad in the intermingling of these magics and their essence.
I see.
So be real careful.
Well,
Do not bring anyone into your room.
I shall. I'm looking forward to going to a place that I can expand my mind.
Well, just remember, time moves differently. Sometimes it can move faster or slower depending on the person and the need. But it will always be different. But if you wish to leave your own rune, so somewhere in the rune is a harsh truth or a core value that is not necessarily uncomfortable, but it can be uncomfortable, or it could be something that holds us back. And if you find it, you can find the key in your door to leave, because it's a self-awareness. But if not, I can let you out. You just need to tell me when.
Well, I plan on doing as much work on myself as possible. What I was thinking is that I know that we need this power to be able to move the castle through space, to wherever we're going.
Yes. We're almost there.
So, well, to continue to power things correctly, I was wondering if there was a place in the engine room where you can put the rune and it can call upon my powers while I'm not there.
No, sadly, that was the whole point of the runes, so the engine wouldn't drain you. You were able to collect it inside.
Oh.
So yes, like the engine is very strong, and it takes from you to work because there's nothing in the astral sea to draw from.
I see.
So after all, that's...
So the stronger I get, the more effective the engine will get.
Yes. You know, we need strong magic and we need things, but it's also sort of like a magnet. The stronger the magnets, the more they pull.
So I need to cast I need to be able to produce stronger magic at its highest level. I feel as if what I can do now is mere parlor tricks. I will work on this.
Well, we all hope to get stronger. We just hope that we're not drained before the time comes.
Very well. Is it best just to go to my room then?
All right. So I would go to a place with your room and sit. Your room is quite rebuilt and safe and comfortable. When you get there, pour your magic into it, and that becomes your key into it. It's like, and that's all you need is to pour your magic and think. It's like think inward as you pour your magic. It's basically equivalent to a spell slot or your highest most powerful thing. To cast.
All right. Well, thank you very much. If I am needed before I bring myself out, be sure to come and get me.
So, we will. It's like there are many things going on right now. But being at peace and comfortable will serve us in the time ahead. It won't be long, and we will be to the plank, and our first part of this journey will hopefully succeed.
I'll bid you adieu and retire to my room. Thank you very much for the information, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
That's true. But if a need arises and you are not out, I will make sure to pull you out.
Thank you.
So, but it could be disorienting. If I pull you out, you could forget what you did and be how you are now. Remember, you don't remember anything. Apparently, this was a side effect of someone else pulling you out, and it takes time to get your thoughts together.
Understood.
So, but actively look for your key and what's comfortable.
I will. And with that, I will walk on down the hall to where our rooms are located.
Yeah. So while you do that, as you leave off, Captain Ball goes, "Oh, hello, Sev. Are you looking for me too?" And here Sev also acts that he wants to talk about his room. So, and so you enter your room, not the room, but the room. And in this room, where do you want to enter the room?
On my bed.
All right, so you sit on your bed. Do you get into like a meditative stance, or?
Yep.
Okay, so you.
Lotus.
Okay, so, and he told you to reach out, touch it, and burn some of your highest magic to enter in.
Well, this time it is the Death Whispers, so...
So you go through, and the world, you're sitting in your room and everything just sort of goes grayish and it starts to get a little bit white. And after a while it gets white. And then color starts to come up and it fills up. And it fills and fills and fills more. And you sort of blink and you realize that you are standing. And you are standing beside a small lake with the wind blowing. And the sun is shining down. And behind you is a caravan. And that is where we will pause for a second.